Hey guys, it's time for a pattern review, and this one is in print. Okay, so the occasion for this particular dress is my sister is getting married in 2 weeks. Or so she says. So I am making a dress just in case. As you can see by the title, this is the Vogue 9355 pattern. We have got 3 variations of this very, very cute off-the-shoulder sheath dress. So number 1, why did we pick this up? Because I'm crazy for necklines. That's why, okay? Because you guys know I don't do cleavage. I don't do booty and all that kind of stuff. What I do though is I love some necklines though. I will show, even though I don't have a neck, as you can see in this turtleneck right here. I know when y'all saw my coat video that y'all was like, ooh, she didn't put on some weight. She looking a little chunky around the face. No, I ain't got no neck. And turtlenecks make it worse. You know turtlenecks make people who ain't got necks worse. But anyway, this has such a cute neckline on it. Look at that. Okay, I want to say something though. Is it just me? Or does Vogue have better illustrated models than they have actual real live models on their patterns? Because when they use real live models, they are always in black, as if that can help us see what the garment is trying to say to us. But when they're illustrated, I'm like, they should just draw them all the time. Does Vogue think that only sophisticated people wear black? Because I don't. But anyway, back to this. Let's stop digressing, okay? This neckline is super cute. And I had to have it. This one was just released, spring 2019. This is rated an easy pattern. I will let you know whether or not it's easy because, well, Vogue. I did count the pattern pieces. I think it's like 7 or 8 pieces to this dress. Even less if you choose to do the least detailed dress. So view A here, we don't have the flounce. We don't have the sleeve. It's just basically a sheath dress with a little neckline detail. The B version is without the sleeves with the flounce, and the C version is with sleeves with the flounce. We're going to be doing this version here because everybody wants to see my triceps, my biceps, and I'm going to give it to them. I'm going to give the people what they want. So I'm going to be doing this awesome view here. I'm really digging her hair. I might have to do a twist out for this wedding. I might have to. And I'm going to tell you, let's see, it's in 2 weeks. I don't know if I can train my hair to do a proper twist out in 2 weeks. I have not done a twist out on my hair in months. And I don't know if your hair is like mine, but my hair only does what it's been doing. So it's been in a sleek ponytail or in 2 braids for over a year, probably close to 2 years almost. So that's what it's doing really well right now. So a twist out, I don't know. But her hair is really cute on there. I can do that with flexi rods. I can do that with flexi rods. I don't have to do a twist out. And it's guaranteed if it's dry. If it's dry. What is the pattern? What is the fabric we're doing this pattern in, Avanti? I'm glad that you asked, viewer. I picked up this very, very awesome, colorful, and festive seahorse print from Joann Fabrics. Oh, how could you pass that up? How could you walk down the novelty cotton section and be like, I don't want that. How could you? How could you? Not me. I had to have it. we are doing this Vogue dress in this awesome Seahorse print. I'm so freaking excited because when I bought it, I was like, what am I gonna make? What pattern am I gonna use? So now we know. Now we know. The flounce is going to be in a different fabric. They are over there. I'm not going to show that to you. You will see it when you see it. Okay? You need to be patient. You really do. Okay. Here's the pattern. Here's the fabric. Now, here is my finished Seahorse dress. So this is my finished Seahorse dress. This dress turned out perfectly like I imagined it, but also better than I imagined it. Like, okay. I know that I wore this a couple days ago, okay? But I'm still excited about this dress because it is just imagination to fruition. Like, I can't, okay, let me calm down. This is not a dress for beginners. However, if you are an ambitious beginner or one of those overachievers like myself, you can probably make this dress. I made it a little bit harder, as I often do when I'm making my creations, because I want them to look like nothing else. So there were some things that I did to this dress that were not called for in the pattern. Case in point, this drape here, it is called for on the pattern. However, it's supposed to be the same fabric that the whole skirt is made out of. You're actually supposed to be able to see the wrong side of the fabric. That is a warning that they give you in the pattern before you even start making it. So what I had to do was I had to actually slash the pattern and create 2 additional pattern pieces to make the drape for this, because it should have all been Seahorses. Even the drape should have been Seahorse material, but there was nothing to see on the back side of the whole Seahorse material. It was just, you know, just white, because it's a cotton print. So I had to make that piece because it wasn't included, which I feel like Vogue could have done that. I feel like they could have given you the option to either use the same fabric throughout the entire dress or to put in another fabric there for that drape. Because being honest, I don't think that this cotton print would have draped well as this mesh is doing, because this is like a stretch tulle type of fabric here, and it is doing perfectly. I wanted to put 3 colors in. I wanted to also do light pink, but I thought to myself, Tim Gunn said, edit, edit, edit. So just listen, because he's never wrong. Tim Gunn's never wrong. So I did have to do that. Also, the dress is fully lined. In the original pattern, only lined to the waist. But I figured, since we're putting so much effort and energy into this dress, as well as money, okay, because let's be honest, it wasn't cheap, and neither is your time, go ahead and line the whole thing. It doesn't take that much more fabric. It's not even a full yard, especially with the size bottom half of my body that I have. It's not even a full yard of fabric that you're going to do on the bottom. So just line it. Make it a luxury garment. Why would you take the time to make something so beautiful and not do it the right way? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You don't have to, but let's just say you do, okay? I have no issues with that pattern. The little bit of changes that I made to it added maybe an additional 2 hours onto it, but I'm completely fine with that because this dress is ready to go and ready to wear from now on. It's fully finished. There's nothing else I could have done to make this dress better. Nothing else. Oddly enough, for a couple years I've been using novelty cotton material to make my dresses because it gives me a much wider variety of fabrics or prints to work with. Because that's the thing that I found was my problem after Hancock Fabrics went out of business was Joann's gave me a more limited supply of what I could use as far as prints. And I really love prints. I like solids too. I love solids. But when I see a print that I absolutely love, that I know nobody else is going to be wearing, I want to make a garment out of it. And even though it may not be apparel fabric, I'm still going to figure out a way to be able to wear it. So, I wore this to my sister's wedding. I wore the dress for about a total of 6 hours. And there is no wrinkling on this dress whatsoever. I was very pleasantly surprised. The novelty cotton section is considered a premium cotton section as well. They have lower quality cottons that I haven't had problems with, but then this one I think was probably a $15 a yard cotton, and it performs like it's an apparel fabric. I was very pleasantly surprised because once I took it off, I wanted to see how much the backside of my dress had wrinkled from standing and driving. There is no wrinkle back here. There's none. I was so pleased. I was really pleased. The other thing that I was really pleased with, and this really doesn't have anything to do with the fabric or with the pattern, but you guys know that I really don't like wearing straight dresses because of my hips and butt being non-existent. But I was able to cut the pattern. I graded the waist from a 16 down to a size 12. And I feel like this dress fit me very, very well. I've been grading my patterns for probably a year or two now, but I think I'm getting a lot better at it. But I also am starting to think that me sitting at work doing nails is little by little widening things out. So that's why it's also getting easier, because I'm starting to get closer to the pattern size, top and bottom the same. Because for the most part, nobody is the actual pattern size on the back. If you are a model size, congratulations to you. But for the rest of us, we have to make a lot of adjustments and alterations in order to get a garment to look well on a body that is either too top heavy or too bottom heavy. So I think I did a really good job with it. The belt that I wore is not attached to this, but it literally was just inch wide elastic that was bought out of the Notion section that I made years ago. That fit me pretty well because it was a more narrow belt. When I was younger, in my early 20s, I used to wear wide belts all the time because that was the trend, and I didn't realize that when you have a thick waist, wide belts do not help you. They actually sabotage you. And I have so many of those belts still in my stash that I have not worn in years because I am trying to figure out how to reincorporate these in my life without looking like a WWE wrestler. So, thin belts for wide waists. If you are like me, trust me on this. The thinner the belt, the better. You just want it to cinch you just a little bit, okay? Don't cinch you a whole lot because it's not cinching you. It's just making you look real wide and thick, okay? Trust me. Thinner belts, better. But I really like the way that this turned out. People really like the coat that you will see in the next video if you haven't watched that one first. But once I took the coat off, they were really crazy about the dress. They were super crazy about the dress. Like, my sister saw me with the coat on, and when she saw me take the coat off, like, she was crying, like, tears from the wedding and stuff. Like, she stopped crying and be like, ooh, that dress is cute. Because, look, anytime I go somewhere with an outfit that I've made, I'm always the best looking person in the room. It's not a humble brag, it's just a straight up brag. I'm just saying, I'm always overdressed anytime I go anywhere, and if it makes other people feel uncomfortable, they should try putting some effort into where they're going. I'm just saying. But this is my finished neon Seahorse dress. I suggest that you go get this pattern. Even if you're a beginner, you may not want to try it yet because it does have a couple tricky things on there that you probably have not yet learned. But you want to get this pattern before it goes out of print, and you have to pay an exorbitant amount of money for it on eBay or Etsy. So I suggest that you do go get it and put it in your stash so that once you build up your level of skill, you will have it available to you to use, because this is going to be a timeless dress. Like, I know this is trendy now for everything to be off the shoulder, but even if you don't put the drape on it and you do it in a solid color, which I do plan on doing, my friends, I do plan on doing this. I don't know if it's going to be in a blue or a yellow, but I'm going to do this dress again. It might even be in a white, because, you know, white's my favorite color to wear. But I'm telling you, this is one that you're going to want in your, you're going to want this in your stash, okay? You're going to want this in your vault, because there's going to be a special occasion where you're going to be like, I don't want to wear something long and shimmery and glittery and shiny, but I still kind of want to be grown. This is it. And it probably took me about 8 to 10 hours from start to finish of actually sewing. Cutting it out probably took me a little bit long. It probably took me about 3 hours. But start to finish, I probably did this in somewhere between 8 to 10 hours. Other seamstresses, if you are not going to plan on doing extra stuff to it, you can probably do it in 6. Just saying. Pick this pattern up. You're going to want it. Even if you like wearing black, this is going to look great in black because it gives you a really good silhouette. It's going to showcase your shoulders. If you wear a big statement necklace in a solid color, or if you wear a funky color and a very, very thin, delicate, what's the word I'm looking for? Dainty necklace, it is going to look good. It is going to make you look like $1,000,000, okay? So you need this pattern. You absolutely need this pattern. All right. I hope you enjoyed this. I enjoyed this. We should do this again. I'll see you guys in the next pattern review.